A new Omicron subvariant has now hit California, including cases right here in San Diego.
Here to explain what this means for us is Moderna's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Paul Burton. Doctor, good morning, and thank you for your time.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
Let's start talk about the Omicron variant right now. We've been talking about here on the morning show. People are starting to hear it. Tell us a little bit more about this. They're describing it as stealth.
Yes, so I hear it described as a stealth variant as well. So its name is BA2. It's a very interesting, it's concerning, it's something we have to watch. It's concerning because in Denmark, it now accounts for 50% of the new cases there. It's doubling about every 4 days in the United Kingdom. It's seen in India and Singapore, and as you say here, it's now in the United States as well. It's concerning for me because the Denmark data, it's 50% of the cases on a background in a country that's been through Omicron, has been vaccinated, has had some boosting, and yet there it is at 50% of the cases. And hospitalizations are not coming down in Denmark right now. Is it because of this? We don't know about its, pathogenicity. So I think it's something to watch.
If you can take us through the thought process for you and for your company, obviously you guys working on this new vaccine or a booster for Omicron specific, for perhaps a subvariant, a lot of folks seeing the peak of the regular Omicron, and now we have the new. At what point do you figure, are we just kind of chasing something? They've described it almost as a whack-a-mole game, right? Like we come up with this new vaccine, new booster, and that's already old and we need to move on to the next one. How do you handle something like that that is so just, it seems to be outsmarting us, if you will?
We presented two pieces of new information, I think, last night. The first was data in the New England Journal of Medicine. We were able to show that 6 months after our booster vaccine, the regular vaccine that we've had, antibody levels are still there. They're still protecting against the original virus and the Omicron, but they've begun to wane, particularly for Omicron, which is what we would have predicted. We also announced, as you say, that we've started the first persons come into the trial of our Omicron-specific booster. I think, we need to protect against Delta, and our vaccine, mRNA-1273, that we've had, used today, 400 million doses worldwide, is very, very good. It really provides great protection against Delta, gives good protection against Omicron, but we can do better. So that's why we're now starting with Omicron. That's what's going to be around for the rest of the year. If a new variant comes along, the power of this platform is that we can pivot so quickly. Think about it. We only heard about Omicron 2 months ago, right, at Thanksgiving. Here we are today, 2 months later, and we're testing the new vaccine. So I think there is, an element that this virus can move very quickly and make big evolutionary steps. But we can keep up with it, and we can definitely adapt to it.
You talk about adapting and keeping up to it, Doctor. I had a recent conversation with someone who was explaining why he chose not to get the booster right now. And the logic that he was explaining is, well, they're going to come up with a new vaccine to go after the new variant. So he kind of skipping over the Omicron and waiting for the new booster to come out because, as Raul was just talking about, it's like we're waiting for the next one. How often are these vaccines going to be coming out? Is this going to become as common as the flu that we're vaccinating once a year, more than once a year?
Yeah. So look, I would say, first of all, for everybody watching and listening, if you haven't been vaccinated, get vaccinated and get boosted. You can now get boosted at 5 months after your second dose of an mRNA vaccine. The reason for that is, in recent days, we've had 3,500, 4,000 deaths a day here in this country. We've got unprecedented numbers of people in hospital and on intensive care units because of Omicron. They're nearly all people who have not been vaccinated and have not been boosted. People who are vaccinated and boosted are really protected. There's almost zero risk of dying. So get vaccinated, get boosted. I think that is the clear message. I do, though, think that this will become a disease that we can get to an endemic phase, but we are going to need a yearly booster. And our aim is that we would couple a COVID, Omicron-specific booster with a flu booster in one injection, and hopefully have that ready for next year. But I think this will become a yearly shot that we'll all need.
We're coming up, Doctor, on 2 years since this kind of changed the world for everybody. And you mentioned the fact that, we've talked about, it's going to become like the flu. Will we ever see this eradicated? Or is it going to be the kind of thing, as you mentioned, where it's an annual shot, perhaps, or something like that? We need to live with it. In other words, explaining what an endemic doesn't mean it's the end of a pandemic. It means the world gets used to this, right?
I think that's very well put. Look, I guess if 100% of people were vaccinated, and I would say, San Diego is 80% fully vaccinated. That's a remarkable figure, one to be really proud of. But you're right, we're never going to eradicate this virus. It's going to be here, and it's going to make these big steps periodically that we have to keep up with and adapt to. I think we'll enter a period of stability as case counts start to come down. We've got to keep our eye on BA2. But as case counts come down, we should have a stable period of spring into summer. But at Moderna, as leaders in this, the reason we're developing this new Omicron-specific vaccine is that we don't know what the fall is going to bring. And we have to keep people safe and protected here in the US and around the world and be ready to do that.
My final question to you would be, what is the atmosphere like in your labs and at your company, much like Pfizer, much like Johnson & Johnson? It seems like you mentioned, okay, so the spring, summer, maybe even the fall. And then when the fall, late fall, winter, are you prepping for yet another fall, winter like we just had now that we're still in the middle of? How do you put me in your offices, in your labs for that mindset, if you will?
Yeah, look, I think like the healthcare workers, and just a huge shout out to them for everything they keep doing. Everyone is fatigued. We're all fatigued, but we're dedicated to doing this. We have an amazing platform. We have amazing 2,700 employees around the world who day in, day out take this fight personally, and they're going to keep doing that. We're committed to helping end the pandemic. I do think the winter of 2022 could be like this. We don't know where it will be. People who are boosted, vaccinated, boosted, will have far better protection. We just have to get as many people into that state, and then we can stop seeing numbers like, the other day I saw case counts in this country of 450,000, and that seemed like a good day. We can't go into the winter of 2022 where that's a reality. We have to vaccinate and boost people.
Dr. Paul Burton, we thank you for the time. We know you're a very busy man. Honestly, just amazing what has happened over the last couple of years and with all these companies and what you guys are able to do. So we thank you for the time once again.
Thank you.